how'd you get up here?
Oh, Angela let me up.
You really need to do something about that. An intercom would be nice.
Oh, are we a little cranky this morning? Did you not sleep well?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I wake up.
Oh, you didn't just get out of bed, did you?
No, I always just greet visitors in my nightgown.
You know, and I always thought the delivery boys loved you so much because you tip so well.
So, do you have an actual reason for coming over here at this hour, or were you just looking for any old punching bag?
This hour, what are you talking about, sweetheart? It's almost lunchtime.
What day?
Are you all right?
Well, let's get back to, you were explaining to me why you came over.
I came over here because we have business this morning, don't you remember?
Oh. Give me a hint.
We are selling the reruns of Colton's show, okay?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
good. Well, good. At least we know it's not amnesia set in.
Sorry, I forgot.
Well, obviously your mind is somewhere else to... Oh. Do you have Robert in the bedroom or something?
If Robert was in the bedroom, would I be out here talking to you?
Huh. Got a point. Well, I guess that rules out romance. Let's see, what else could it be? Maybe your brain cells are evaporating more rapidly this morning than usual. Or do you have maybe another legitimate excuse for being this dim-witted this morning? What is it?
I took a couple of sleeping pills last night, and I'm having a hard time waking up.
Since when do you need sleeping pills?
This knife in my back is making it very difficult to rest. It's just murder when I roll over.
Are you going to tell me who put it there?
One of my oldest and dearest friends.
Well, with friends like that, I don't think you need enemies.
Well, this friend just made herself one big enemy.
Amy, BJ's doing so much better.
Good. That's one lucky little girl.
I suppose, but she never should have been that sick in the first place.
And we all know who she has to thank for that. Don't we?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Thank you.
Good. I have some wonderful news from my father. May I see him?
Why would you ask us?
Well, I wouldn't want to go against hospital procedure.
Didn't they tell you?
Tell me what?
Well, your father was released this morning.
What?
He's no longer a patient here.
Where did he go? Back to New York?
Well, I have no idea, but Dr. Addison should know because he released him. You want me to pay for you?
No, don't bother. I know where to find Dr. Addison. And he damn well better have some good reasons for me.
I don't care if you have to take this prison apart brick by brick. I want results. Now!
No problems?
The worst.
Don't let me keep you then. All I need is clearance to talk to Colette again.
She's the problem.
What now?
She escaped.
What?
How? Well, we haven't been able to piece the whole story together yet, but obviously she had outside help.
How long has she been gone?
Well, it's impossible to say exactly, but she wasn't even missing until an hour ago.
Oh, she's probably out of the country by now.
You trying to cheer me up?
Damn fool.
Me?
No, me.
Well, what did you do?
Look, I knew she was stalling yesterday, and I let her get away with it.
Well, you weren't responsible for guarding her.
Yeah, but I should have known she'd try something. I've dealt with Colette before.
We'll get her back.
Don't count on it, but if you do, you call me. I want to know the minute that lady shows up.
You know, you people certainly know how to pack a schedule.
Well, you didn't come here to sit around doing nothing.
I didn't?
No, and you better enjoy it while you're here.
Oh, how true, how true. Tomorrow I go back to the real world.
Oh, we'll all be sorry to see you go.
Me too, but I better get out of paradise before I get used to it. I could get very comfortable being pampered.
Well, you're welcome back anytime, Monica.
Thank you. I will take you up on that offer, I'm sure, one of these days.
Good.
Oh, well, you heard.
Luckily for me, I happened to be passing by. If I hadn't, you'd left without a word, right?
No, wait a minute.
I mean, you couldn't even be bothered to say goodbye, but why should you? I'm just the help around here. Thanks for putting me in my place, Monica. Thanks for nothing. I've heard all I need to hear.
No, what you heard. I mean, you heard I was leaving, but you didn't hear anything about me saying I was going to avoid you.
What would you call it?
Well, I call that a misunderstanding. I had every intention of telling you. I was going to do that when I had my tennis lesson.
Why do you have to go so soon?
Because I have a life waiting for me back home.
It'll keep.
But, look, I couldn't stay here. I mean, even if I wanted to.
Well, at least you're admitting that you don't want to leave. I hope I'm the reason.
Well, you are. You're one of them.
The only one that matters, though, right? I knew it. You're not just saying that because I let you beat me in tennis.
Well, I'm not saying anything. And besides, it's all your fault. You taught me too well.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Ward, your next student's waiting on the courts.
Right. I've got to go.
Teach good.
See you in an hour.
I'll be there.
You can't just tell me that somebody stabbed you in the back and leave it there.
The details aren't important.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I wish I'd never brought it up.
If you think that I'm just going to let you off the hook this easy, you are wrong, sweetheart. You said this was your oldest and dearest friend.
It's nobody you know. Now, can we change the subject?
Did you and Robert have a fight?
No!
Ooh. Well, that was the right answer, but I think it was the wrong delivery on it. You shouldn't be quite so anxious to deny it the next time.
Robert and I are not fighting.
Robert is the problem, though, isn't he? Oh, that was a fatal hesitation. Darling, you're either too quick or too slow. If you've got to get your timing right if you're going to try to pull something over on me, you know what I mean?
Tiffany, you are a wealth of advice. All of it unsolicited.
Okay. So we have established that you and Robert are going at each other.
We have established no such thing.
Really? When was the last time you talked to him?
Why?
Declining to answer the question is not going to take it in this courtroom, sweetheart. Be more specific.
I haven't talked to him since day before yesterday.
Oh, dear. I had no idea it was this bad.
Would you just stop
No,
it?
I'm serious. Why haven't you talked to him?
He's busy.
Try again.
Well, ever since Robin's moved in, I guess he's just spending all his free time with her.
Well, that's better, but that's still no cigar.
Of course, there's always Anna.
Oh, Anna, of course, Anna. Are we still on Anna? Would you get off Anna?
She was his wife.
She was his wife. Was being the operative word here. I mean, Robert is not romantically in love with her anymore. And if you don't know it, you're probably the only person on the planet, over Earth, that does not know it. He is madly in love with you.
Then why hasn't he called me?
Well, there are probably a lot of excuses, you know. I don't know. Have you tried to call him?
No.
Oh, there you go.
What are you doing?
I am going to put words in your mouth, and I'm going to dial for you to talk. And
No.
yes, you got to get this over with. This is silly and nonsense. You've got to talk to me.
Tiffany, don't you dare. If he wants to get hold of me, he can call me. I am not going to get down on my knees and beg for an explanation.
Honey, playing hard to get is not always the best strategy.
It couldn't be easier to get. All he has to do is pick up the phone.
Hey, Bobby. You got a minute?
Not really.
Well, let's just make a minute.
Do you mind?
How's my situation with your boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend.
What's the problem?
I asked Gregory to meet me later today.
That's my girl.
I'm not your anything.
Yeah, you are. You're my ticket into the district attorney's office. With your recommendation, I'm just going to be a shoo-in.
What makes you think that I have that kind of influence with him?
Because I know you. I know what you have to offer. And I'm sure you probably got him twisted around your little finger. I'll bet on it.
Save your money.
Yeah, well, listen. He could get himself into a lot of trouble messing around with another woman. She'd have to be awfully special to risk it. How special are you, Bobby?
Gregory and I are just friends.
Just friends.
That's
right.
true.
Whatever you say.
You know, you can imagine all kinds of things with your dirty little mind, because I'm sure you will anyway.
And I'm sure that Mrs. Howard wouldn't appreciate your little friendship. So let's just save her all the embarrassment, huh? Think about that. I'll see you around.
What would I ever do without you?
I hope you never have to find out.
That makes two of us.
How are you feeling, my sweet?
A little weak, but I'm sure glad to be out of that hospital.
This place will do very nicely for us, for the time being.
You did really good arranging the rental for this place when you did. I could feel the walls in General Hospital starting to move in on me. This estate is perfect.
Oh, honey, I only want to protect you, make you well again.
Dimitra, no one has my trust more than you. What you and I have, it means the world to me. If I don't always act like it...
Oh, shush. I love you. Hello? Oh, yes, Dr. Addison. Oh, he's fine. What? I see. Thank you very much for letting us know, Doctor. Goodbye.
The good doctor is checking up on me?
Yes, but he also had some information. It looks like Olivia went to the hospital and got very upset to find out that you had disappeared.
Now, that breaks my heart.
So there you are, you old crook. Oh, not bad, like the old times. Oh, you son of a gun, you'd do anything to get a little attention, huh?
Hey, Maxie, I've been hoping to hear from you before long. Listen, Dimitra, leave us, will you? This aging villain and I, we got a few things we got to talk about, huh?
Of course. Excuse me.
Sure. Don't go away.
Well, you've been checking around since I asked you.
Ever since I got your call.
All right, what do you got for me, Max?
Oh, my friend, you aren't going to like it.
Tell me something I don't know, Max.
I give my right arm to be able to deliver different news to you.
You got proof?
Uh-huh. The hitman's statement on tape. Olivia was indeed behind her brother's assassination.
So she did kill Julie.
She didn't exactly pull the trigger.
Olivia killed my son.
We need to talk.
Okay.
The lounge is good.
What's the matter?
Tom, why are you shutting me out?
What do you mean?
You mean I'm your wife? Don't I have a right to share your problems? I fell asleep last night waiting for you to come to bed. I wake up and that you're gone already. If I'm in your way, let me know, okay?
I'm sorry, darling, but you have to realize this has nothing to do with you.
I know that you're worried sick over Colton, sure. But you can't keep doing this. It is tearing you apart.
Well, what would you suggest I do? I'm the only one who can save Colton. I can't tell anyone what I know unless he gives me permission, and he won't give it.
I'm not asking you to divulge confidential information. It just seems that there'd be another way, that's all.
I've gone over every angle 100 times.
Well, why didn't you tell the judge? Or the police, or even Colton's lawyer? I'm sure if they knew that there were extenuating circumstances concerning Frisco's death, that they'd really look into it. They'd speak with Colton, they'd get more information.
Simone, I can't indicate anything to anyone.
But, Tom, this is a special case.
Don't you think I know that?
Tom, I'm sure the psychiatric board would understand if you divulged the information.
The
They're not going to
board
let
would
Colton
argue
die.
he's doing it to himself. You know as well as I do, doctor-patient confidentiality isn't a sometimes thing.
Well, what about if someone else went to the board for you? How about if you're your father?
Come on, there is no way out of this nightmare. Can't you get that through your head? There's absolutely nothing I can do. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I don't mean to take it out on you. I know you're only trying to help.
Yeah, and failing miserably.
Not true. Just knowing you're there has been an enormous comfort.
Just wish there was more I could do.
So do I, Simone. So do I.
Simone? Yes?
You're wanted in pediatrics.
Okay, I'll be right there. Look, promise me that you're not going to let this eat you alive, okay? That somehow we could work it out.
Hello, Charlotte.
You've got to talk to me.
If this is about Colt...
You're my last hope. I've got to keep my son alive.
What are you doing here?
Just calm down.
Take me back to my son.
Calm down for a minute.
I was told that my mother was here and I don't want to see anybody.
Look, I knew you wouldn't agree to see me, so I lied. I just want to ask you a few questions.
I made a statement, and I'm sure your buddy, the police commissioner, will let you look at it, okay?
I read your statement, but something's come up since you made it.
Like what?
Why don't you sit down and I'll tell you. Look, Colton, if what I have to say doesn't interest you, you can walk right out of this room anytime.
Okay, I'm listening.
Did you ever hear of a man named Ripley?
Yeah, he's a reporter. Is that it? Can I
He
go?
sent me a package.
What does that got to do with me?
It has everything to do with you. Either it's going to save your life or drive the last nail into your coffin.